Hello everyone, it's Amy and welcome back for another craft with me, crafting along with Sonya Stepto. And look at what I did. Sonya showed me how to do it on her day 14, so you can go and watch her do it. But this is what I was trying to do the last time I made the circles, and I was showing you how to do it, and I did it wrong over and over. Now I have it. I figured it out. And so that is so awesome. Thank you, Sonia. I love that stitch. I really love the like the French knot. I've always thought that was cool ever since she showed how to do that a long time ago. And when I saw this one, it's like the French knot, and I just thought, oh, that's so cool. I want to do that. And then I just didn't get it right. I thought I knew it, and I didn't. But so what I'm going to do is I've got this paper here, and it's got this little magnolia girl on here. And so what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this, you know, kind of like into a card, and put one of those right up in here so it looks like she's kind of like throwing it up or holding it up or showing it off or something. And so that is what I am going to do. So I'm just going to cut this off right there so that we get rid of the other little girl. And then I'm going to cut that bottom piece off there. And then up here, I'll cut this little girl off. And then if I cut these guys off, yeah, that would still be a big enough card because there's just parts of them. So I really don't want to have them on there. I'm just going to do like that, and then I'm going to put it right up there, and see, look, she's like holding it up or something. Alrighty, and then I've chosen in my book, I thought it would look, this color paper would look good like in here, and I'm thinking maybe put it in maybe as a tuck spot. We'll figure that out when the time comes. And I did want to show you the one that I did, I think it was last time. I did this one to fit in the pocket, and it fit, but when I put her in the pocket, it was just her face, and I didn't like the way it looked. I'll show you. So when I put her in there, I just really wasn't happy with that. So the other one that I had tried, I rounded the corners on it and everything, and that one fits in there very nicely, and it fills in the frame better. So I am going to have that one in there, and then I'll put her in a pocket or something, and this one needs some more decorating or something to it. I'm just not happy with it. And if I'm not happy with it, I'm not going to put it in here, because this is just craft with me, just doing whatever you feel like, and I feel like not putting that in there right now. So that's going to be our page. And then I'm going to get some thread here. This is embroidery floss, and it's 3 strands of embroidery floss. And then I'll find my needle. So I'm just going to thread my needle. Got it. Alrighty. And then let's grab this. Let's decide where we want our center. So maybe put the center, let's see. I'm thinking I want it a little off center. So let's say right there. That's where I'm going to put my center. I just did that because I wanted to decide from the front of my page where I wanted center instead of trying to come up from the back. But then how you're going to do this is you're going to come up from the back of your paper or fabric or whatever you're doing. I like to tape it on so that I don't have a knot on the back. So I'm just going to tape that down. And then you pull your thread out, and this is what I was doing. I was pulling my thread out, and I was wrapping it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then coming out here and pushing it down. Now see, as I'm wrapping it, the point of my needle is pointing towards the hole. That's the wrong thing to do. That's what I was doing wrong, and that's why it pulled through every time. So you come up through the center, you know, wherever you want the center of your, those are called, oh shoot, pistol stitch. That's what that's called. So you come up where you want your center to be, and then you hold your string with your other hand like this, And then you take your needle and you point it, there's the hole, point your needle away from the hole and wrap your stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And don't get it too tight because, I mean, you want to hold it nice and snug, but you want it to be able to slide down your needle. So there we go. I'm still holding on to it here. I poked my needle through the paper. There are my 5 wraps, and I'm just going to kind of hold them down and then just push my needle through those wraps. That's why you don't want them super tight. Now, you want to make sure that you hold the back of your card also so that you don't just pull that right through. So, and then I'm just going to continue and continue and continue till you get all of that. And see, that thread is kind of like wrapping around this thread before it's going through. I mean, that's just the way that it works when you do it that way. And so there we go. Now we have our beautiful little knot on there. Isn't that cool? And so then all you do is you just go back up through the middle again. And then you want to kind of try and keep that kind of tight. And then hold the thread with your other hand. Point your needle toward your other hand away from the hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'll do 3 long ones and then 3 short ones. So I'm going to put this one out about there. I'm just going to hold the thread kind of tight, hold my knot down, hold the back of the paper so you don't pull it through. Just keep pulling until you get there. And there we go. Look at that. I'm pulling on it and nothing's happening. The knot is staying right there. I'm so excited. I was so disappointed the last time I did it and I did it wrong. I couldn't figure out what I did wrong. Again, up through the center. And hold the thread with your other hand. Point your needle away from your hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. I'm going to put that right about there. Hold my thread. Kind of hold my little wraps, holding the back of the paper. Got kind of wrapped around my paper. Let's see what happens. Yay, it still worked. Okay, so there we go. Now we have our 3 long ones, and then I'm just going to do 3 short ones. And when you go up through your hole, try and make sure that you don't split your thread, or your thread is going to look split. You know, like you won't be able to get that put back together. So try and go next to the threads that are there so that you're not splitting your 3 strands of thread in half. Whoops. Okay, so don't come here and point towards your hole. Remember, turn it around. Hold the thread with your other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the needle pointed away from the hole. I'll just put this one right here. Kind of hold on to my wraps and hold the paper in the back so it doesn't pull through because it's paper. There we go. This is so exciting. I'm gonna go up through here. We just have 2 left to go. And again, and if you make a mistake, just take the thread out of your hole if you go the wrong way and it pulls all the way through, and then just do it again, pointing away from the hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll put that one right about, oops, right about there. And you want to make sure that you have enough thread. Now that one got a little bit puffy because I didn't hold my stitches down, but that's totally okay. and then the last one. And I don't really want to split that thread right there. That thread just keeps wanting to get split. There we go. And if you don't have enough thread, you know, just end it off somewhere and then just get a new piece of thread, come up through the middle, and just keep going. So if you run out of thread, it's not that big of a deal. So hold the thread with your other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one right about here. Kind of hold my, oops, get that out from wrapped around. Hold my little wraps there. I'll let them go too. That's the word, good. And there we go. Now we have this little star made out of the pistol stitch, and then you could go and maybe put some French knots or do whatever you'd like to do. See, but she is just saying, yay for Amy. She did it. I'm just so excited. I know it sounds silly, but I was just so disappointed because I loved the way it looked and then I couldn't figure it out. And so again, that's Sonya's day 14. And you'll be able to see how she did it. So we'll chop that off right there. And then I have to decide, do I want to round the corners or not? I want to put it in. Do I want it as a pocket on this side? Or kind of like a, not a pocket, but just two sides as a tuck spot? I think I want it on this side because on this side, she's facing towards the center of the book. Don't know why that makes a difference to me, but it does. And I think that the only corner I'll round will be this corner. I'll just round that one off. There we go. And then I'm going to glue that in there as a tuck spot. And then I'll make something eventually to tuck in there. So, and that is going to be it for today. There's not going to be a part 2. I forgot my glue, so I'm not going to glue it down right this second, but you'll know. I'll put glue there, and that will be our tuck spot for that. So, and I have to get into my closet to get, somebody had requested a mouse around the house that I had at Christmas time, but I have to get into the closet to get them. And we had just moved a bunch of stuff into the closet and in front of the closet. So I think that tomorrow I'm going to get in there and get those. So then I can pull out my laces and my curtain fabrics and all of that so that we can get some more pockets in here. Because I really want to get in some pockets and tuck spots and stuff with some lace like Sonya did. And I just really don't... I don't have that much other than like regular ribbon lace, and I want some of the bigger pieces where I can cover the page or make a larger pocket or something like that. So hopefully we'll get to that tomorrow. So thank you very much for stopping by. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it, but I just love the way that this turned out. So does she. And thanks again for stopping by, and I hope that you all have an outstanding day. Bye-bye.